apparently Deontay Wilder, drops a bomb about his next opponent. Most people believe it if it's not going to be Dylan White or Anthony Joshua. It'd have been Dominic Breazeale, but Dominic Breazeale was or currently is suing Deontay Wilder for the aftermath of what happened when they both fought in Birmingham, Alabama, I believe, and allegedly some people from Deontay Wilder's camp, threatened or made Dominic Breazeale, his wife, and his kids feel uncomfortable at the hotel room. I guess him and somebody got in Wilder's camp, got them mouthing back and forth, and he submitted a lawsuit. So maybe Deontay Wilder's making a way for that. But the Polish guy that jumped on the scene and knocked out Artur Szpilka, Adam Kownacki, I think that's his name, is the name that Deontay Wilder dropped and said that could be his next possible opponent. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what it is. We back on the boxing grind as usual. And I guess he said this on the Boxing Voice. I was following Mr. Michael Benson Page, UK sports writer, and he said that he's usually reliable and on point. And he said that Wilder said that Adam Kownacki was possibly could be his next opponent. And I really thought it was going to be Dominic Breazeale, but we knew it wasn't going to be Joshua. We pretty much felt that he didn't want to face Dylan White unless Joshua was in the contract, or Dylan White fought Luis Ortiz like he said he wanted him to. And last time I remember seeing this Polish guy, Adam, he was on Showtime or something with somebody, and he was just looking real soft in the belly. But, he looked out of shape, but guess what? He finished strong. He got the knockout somewhere in the middle rounds. And he's a solid prospect. And that just shows you, in the heavyweight division, the competition level between fighters, or the talent gap between fighters is so thin that universally unknown Adam Kownacki, hopefully I'm saying his name right, just splashed on the scene with knocking out Artur Szpilka. Was it right for Artur Szpilka to get in there with him? Basically the money was good. It was Polish versus Polish guy. Coming off a knockout to Deontay Wilder, how devastating it was. No, it wasn't fair to him, but that's what he signed up for. Thought he can come back, and pretty much Szpilka's career is probably over with. And Adam's career had just came on the scene, and now he's ranked, pretty highly in some of the sanctioned body belts after that big win over Artur Szpilka. And then he had another win not too long ago. And he's tough. He's tough. He definitely is. Got a good chin. He got some skills. He just doesn't seem to be in the best shape all the time. And it'll be another guy that probably outweighs Wilder about 30, 40, 50 pounds, But it's definitely not a big money fight at all. And it makes you want to think, okay, if it isn't Breazeale, you might as well go ahead and walk the plank and fight Dylan White. But that's his leverage against Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, saying that, okay, you want me to fight Dylan White? I'll take your $5 million or whatever they increased it to. I'll just put Joshua in there, or, you beat Luis Ortiz and I'll fight you. And obviously we know, neither one of them is going to happen anyway. So basically, the Dylan White fight is Deontay Wilder's leverage. And the WBC, the way they rank guys, it goes by committee. The committee votes, I guess, for the mandatory. That's why you see a guy like Danny Garcia is able to jump Sean Porter in the WBC rankings all of a sudden. After both of them already fought, Brandon Rios and Adrian Granados. And it looked like Sean Porter was going to be the first mandatory defender of two for Keith Thurman. And all of a sudden, he drops down to number 2, and Danny Garcia pays the extra a couple dollars to those committees and to the WBC, and all of a sudden he's the number 1 contender with Keith Thurman after he tunes up and does his thing. Same thing for WBC. Dominic Breazeale can hop over Dylan White, and that may be why Deontay Wilder isn't rushing into a Dominic Breazeale fight also with the lawsuit. He's keeping Dominic Breazeale in his back pocket because Breazeale can go fight an IBF mandatory with Botsworth Puev. So, he can be completely, tied up. So, that's his backup plan. And Breazeale says he wants Wilder to fight, but why would you give a guy opportunity that's suing you? So it's a big, mess right now. But, that's what Wilder said. He wants to fight. I don't have no issue with it. I just had an issue with it that, I would have an issue with him not fighting Dylan White. Not fighting Dylan White. I would have an issue if Eddie Hearn just didn't have Anthony Joshua. He wants Anthony Joshua. They can't put in the contract, keeping Dylan White at a distance and, just keeping him as, at that perfect distance is his leverage over Eddie Hearn. In the WBC, the way they rank fights as well. So, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think about this. It ain't the most flamboyant fight, but I'll take it. We go.